All right, everything's set.
Everything's set. Okay, so if you don't use a chair to meditate, you might want to have a chair handy just for a little warm up part of it. I'll give you a sec to go find one if you need to go get one. And we'll just start wrapping our arms around our bodies and giving ourselves a hug. It's also a nice isometric exercise. It's the first thing of the day, so don't do it too hard. And let your arms down, shake them out. Now we're going to do it again, but make sure to cross the other arm over the top this time. And give yourself a hug. Very good. Caius has a morning radio show that he listens to, and I'm going to quote from it today. It goes, "Everyone take a great big breath of the weekend." I like that.
Said with a British accent.
Said with a British accent. It goes much better if you have a British accent.
It worked just fine.
Okay, so now let's just rock back and forth, shifting your weight from side to side, going further and further until you get all your weight on one leg or the other. And if you can and feel fine with it, let that other leg come up where you can keep a toe down, and we'll just go back and forth. Tick, tock. Now see if you can pause when you get to one side. Good. Now try the other side. Pause. Again. Just suspending yourself at the top. And one more time. All right, great. Now, if you can, this is where you might want a chair, or you could also use a towel. If you can, hug one knee up to your chest. You can also put a towel underneath here, where Amber can show a version on the chair.
I don't know what you meant by
Like,
the chair. Just like
so
this.
You could sit down.
Oh, yeah,
And
got
hold
it.
your knee up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some way you're just giving your low back a stretch, the back of your leg. And again, it's a hug. Giving as much pressure as feels good. You can do this and hold on to something. Whatever, you can figure it out. What works for you? The other leg. Hugging and feeling the stretch as you go. And release that one. Now we're going to try to find a way where you can hug both legs into your chest. So there's a number of ways you can do this. You can, if this feels okay, you can just go straight down and do it this way. Amber's going to show you, yep, that's a way you could do it. Another way you could do it is to bend over like this. And finally, if none of that works for you, you can just go down to the ground and hold it in like this. So it doesn't matter too much which of those you choose, just giving yourself a nice back stretch and a hug. Let's hold it for a bit. Finding your breath here. It may feel a little constricted, so breathe into your sides and your back to get enough breath. All right, good. Now release. Come to standing. Find your equilibrium. And then we're going to use, everyone's going to use the chair now. Going to put one leg up on the chair The opposite arm is going to come across your knee, and you're just going to give yourself a little twisting stretch, twisting from the torso. And then have this arm sort of meander around. And what you can do is find different angles to stretch your chest. You can have it come in front to stretch your back, your rhomboid muscles. Just sort of wandering around, finding the edges of its range of motion. And lots of good stretching, releasing possibilities to be found. Keep breathing. The dry cat is now drinking Amber's tea. Switch legs. Opposite arm across. Give a twist first, just establish that twist. And then using your free arm, searching around, finding a good stretch through the chest. This is a great way if you're interested in anatomy. This is a great way to stretch your pectoralis minor. I don't know if we've done that one.
We talked about them both.
Have we done pectoralis minor?
We talked about them
Okay.
together, I think.
And then you can reach in the front too to get some of your back muscles. This should feel like a nice massage, waking up. Breathing as you go. All right, very good. Let's come back to standing. Just give a little bounce and a shake. All right. Keeping the breath going. Feeling your weight through your heels. And freeze. One more time, bouncing. And freeze. All right, great. Everybody find your meditation setup. Sitting meditation today. Too cold for those lying down ones. We'll have to do that in the summertime. Find your way right into your meditation. Don't need to wait on me. That's true anytime we meditate. And go ahead and close your eyes and scan your posture. Feeling into extra tensions, you can sort of explore a bit where you hold your torso, see where it's just the right spot. Same with your head and neck. And ride the breath. Today we'll go right back to the beginning, to what some people call the original mind, where you're imagining that you don't know so much. You don't know so much about the world. All you know is what's right here, right now. Becoming curious and exploring this sensory landscape. You have no names for any of it. You can't differentiate between a sight and a sound and a smell. Sensations that come have different qualities. You have no names for the qualities. You are breathing, but you don't know what breathing is. It's a one amongst a chorus of sensation. Breathing may become slower. Everything comes to rest in this exploration. You may have sensations that have a sharper, hotter quality. But even at the root of these, there is a restfulness. They are a part of a larger harmony. Now we're going to add a question to this inquiry. The question is, am I aware? And the point of the question is not to analyze your level of mindfulness right now. It's actually to go directly to where you can find the answer. Am I aware? How do you know you're aware? By going to a sensation, by going to something you're actually aware of. In fact, it's even more raw than that. Right now, you don't know of anything that you could be aware of. You are just aware. Go to that awareness now. In these sorts of questions, the point is not to come to a verbal answer. The point is to see where the question takes you. Am I aware? And where that question takes you is this original mind, this cloud of sensation. It's fine to explore around and take samples from here and there within your field of sensation. It's also fine just to rest if you feel more restful, and just take it all in at once. Now we're going to come back up to the surface a bit and talk about personal identity. So imagine your name right now. How does that come up? For me, it comes up as a visualization of how my name is written. Comes up as a sound. My personal name. A thought. Recognize that these thoughts, these visions of your name exist within this larger field of sensation. Your name is a thought. Let's pick one other piece of personal information. Let's say your address where you live. When that comes up, how does it come up? Your address. For me, again, it comes up as a piece of writing that I imagine with my mind's eye. Maybe for you, it's more of the sound of the words being said. Explore these two pieces of personal information, your name and your address. Now imagine if you had 100 other pieces of personal information going through your mind at the same time. Your likes, your dislikes, your identity within your family, your gender, your profession, what day it is today, state you live in. All of that stuff is a network of thoughts that forms your personal identity. And now let that network of thoughts go and return back down to the original mind. And a good way to do that is to return to our question, am I aware? The answer to that question lies below the verbalizations of the images of your personal identity into just the raw sensation, the feeling of your hand on your leg. Feeling of your breath, the basic feeling of being here. And I believe it is in this original mind that we find healing, inspiration, creativity, wisdom. So let's just rest in this original mind for another few minutes on your own. as thoughts start to come back into the field. Find the basic foundation of the thought. It's sensory reality. It's made of the same stuff that sound is, or a feeling of touch or smell. It all comes from awareness. All right, let's take 3 inhales and exhales together on the count of 3. Ready, 1, 2, 3. And inhale. Exhale. Noticing the whole path of the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. On your own time, finding your way back into your room, opening your eyes, back into the personal identities, back into the weekend. Oh, the cats are happy now. Guinevere is warming herself on the radiator, so all is well. We don't have anything else to say. We don't have anything else to say. So please hang out if you'd like to chat. Otherwise, we will see you Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye.